Hello, welcome back to 3 ENET Plus Listening MOOC. Improve your listening skills through practice with your instructor, Professor Ghania Wahmish from University of Iran 2. In order to become a better listener, you have not only to be aware of listening strategies, but rather be able to use them effectively. So what are these strategies? Listening strategies are techniques or activities that directly enhance the comprehension and recall of listening input. They are deliberately planned and orchestrated approach to obtain relevant insights from or about listeners' speakers. So these are top-down and bottom-up strategies. Most of the time we listen, but we don't know the mechanisms and the line in the process of listening. Have you ever asked yourself, how do we listen? To do so, you should know the two processes of listening, namely top-down processes and bottom-up processes. For top-down processes, a top-down approach to comprehending listening materials begins first with a broad concept and incorporates specifics later on. While bottom-up processes are rather different, or the opposite, the other way around. A bottom-up approach to understanding involves considering specifics before contemplating broader concepts. The top-down process is divided into two main parts: schematic knowledge and contextual knowledge. As far as schematic knowledge is concerned, so the schematic knowledge is basically rooted upon schemata or prior knowledge. The schemata concerns content, whereas the other part is rather formal. As far as content is concerned, it is relevant to prior knowledge about a particular topic or theme. For the former part, it is being aware of how discourse is organized. As far as contextual knowledge is concerned, it is rather about comprehension of a particular listening context, which will be filtered by what we call pragmatic knowledge. Top-down listening strategies are centered on the listener. Now, these are some characteristics that will help you to understand more these strategies. They rely on the listener's background knowledge of the subject matter, context, text type, and language. They are more general and applicable to everyday life, what we call living listening. They prioritize comprehending the overall meaning of a listening task rather than focusing on structure or details. People often use top-down listening when watching movies, listening to music, or consuming new programs. Authentic materials can be utilized here in top-down listening activities, real-life stories or news broadcasts, etc. Also, using real-life stories as listening material can increase your engagement and encourage you to have a deeper consideration of the main idea. This entails using prior knowledge about a specific topic and leveraging it to comprehend new information. Well, prior knowledge is context, the subject matter and situation, what preceded and what followed. It triggers a set of assumptions in your mind that assist the listener in interpreting what is being heard and predicting what will follow. It means that you interpret mentally what have been said and you predict what will follow in the conversation. Illustrative examples will be listening to different lectures introductions and predicting the lecture content in the classroom situation. Listening to a lengthy section of a genuine lecture and summarizing the primary points and themes. So here, summarizing as a technique can be used as a strategy here as well. Jigsaw listening exercises are very helpful. They are used to integrate with other skills in communicative language teaching. Top-down listening strategies concentrate on the content. You may anticipate the content of a listening task ahead of time and apply different resources such as visuals and keywords to comprehend the significance of the meaning conveyed in the conversation. Here are some strategies. You use keywords to construct the schemata of a discourse. You infer the role of the participants in a situation, infer unstated details of the situation as well. You infer the topic of the discourse, a sequence of a series of events. You infer as well the cause and effect of an event, the outcome of an event, infer comparisons, and you distinguish between facts and opinions. This is very important because it will be helpful when we deal with the types of listeners to locate your profile. As a listener, you have to make a lot of efforts and practice listening skills through top-down listening activities. These are some activities illustrated in the scheme here that I will sketch out. First, you have sequencing or arranging pictures of events in order, and the second activity locating, which involves listening to a conversation and identify where they take place. You can also refer to activities based on comparing, which involves reading information about a topic and listening to determine if the same points are mentioned here. You compare two things, two parts, or two ideas, or whatever you like. And we end up with the fourth type of activities, which is deducing the relationship between the individuals involved in a conversation. Thank you for your attention. See you in the upcoming video.